Okay, let's give that another shot. I'm Waylon Zord. Hello again, if you've ever watched it before. We're going to give Rising Angels Reborn another shot here. This is a very visual novel or a dating sim, one of the two. I kind of hope it's a dating sim, but I guess we'll have to play to find out. Regardless, it's free on Steam, so if you see something you like, go check it out. Let's get started. You never feel as much pride as the first time you are given command. An instructor at the academy once told me that. There's something to be said about that. My first command was a listening outpost on some backwater swamp planet that didn't have an official name. I called it my watery hell. My command consisted of myself, 2 automated recording machines, and a virtual intelligence to manage the machines. I was alone during my stint as a lieutenant and a brevet captain. The only thing that kept me sane were the games from my virtual system. I'm pretty sure I managed to beat every single role-playing game known to the galaxy. Sure, there haven't been very many made since the war for our survival started so many years ago, but still. When I signed up to fight, I thought the Catasian Defense Force would have been smart enough to send me to the front. Nope, I go to a watery hell with constant mold problems. They sent my classmates, who were far less capable than I, to the front. These losers got to command task forces and fight. And, like I predicted, most of them perished with their commands. They were blind fools, idiots. If I would have been there, this war could have been over by now. Instead, innocent people, brave warriors, and powerful war machines had to be sacrificed to some dumb tactical officer's bad battle plans. Not anymore. I've been watching the Loadmaster and her droids moving cargo for a few minutes. I might have to inquire if she knows anything about my welcoming party. As I walk up to her, I catch notice of her short stature and non-regulation issue hat. Great, she's a Hobbin. That was... how did I do that? What? No, return. Okay, she's a Hobbin. During my academy and training years, I never saw too many of them. While nimble and dexterous, they aren't what you would call our A-class students. Most of them are as dense as rocks. Even now, she's smiling and waving at me with unprofessional excitement. No bearing, no discipline. Oh, should I do the voice?
Excuse me, but could I ask you a quick question?
Oh, wait, no, that's me. Excuse me, but could I ask you a quick question?
Why, certainly. How can I help you?
She's going to be the Southern Belle. Glance over her uniform and notice the small insignia that tells me she's a lowly flight officer. If this is the sort of professional treatment my forces give, I'm going to have a difficult time. Still, she is a member of the crew and someone I'm going to have to work with on a day-to-day basis. I can tolerate a little bit of it. I am Major Natalie Pusille. I am looking for the bridge.
You are almost there.
Thank you for your assistance, Flight Officer.
I'm glad to help out. If you get lost, I'll be finished loading soon and can show you around.
That's kind, but I should be fine.
Don't worry, Kylie. We're here to show her around.
How's everybody Southern? Waiting at the end of the hall are a pair of majors approaching me. My real welcoming party, I guess. One of them is a handsome, pale-haired frickin' with large, creamy wings and a soft, cheery look on his face. The other man...
You've gotten soft over the years, Natalie.
Maybe I have. At least I haven't gotten lax with my support. Letting a kid load all of the supplies by herself? I expect better leadership from you.
I always thought you were asleep during the delegation class at the academy.
You're one to talk. No, you slept through the first aid course.
I take it you two know each other?
We graduated from the same academy class.
Old friends.
Is Major Hackett smiling?
I know. This may be the sign of Armageddon.
I'm just glad that someone could warm my wingman's heart. My name is Alphonse Tenzin. You already know Saul.
Oh, okay, that was bad. Let me get a drink. Okay. Ooh. Major Natalie Purcell reporting. Oh, I was saying that wrong. Chile? Puchal? It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm Flight Officer Kylie Mickey. I'm not actually a kid, I'm a hobbin.
It's nice to meet you, Flight Officer Mickey. Though you could stand to listen to Sol a bit about professionalism. He is right about some things.
I'm sorry, ma'am. It has been hard adjusting to the military life.
Keep at it. Be the best officer you can be.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't see, but I'm fanning my face as I do this for the Southern Belle here.
I can see why you like her, Saul. Hush, Major Tenzin. We need to get going and let Natalie settle in before Rasuna gets her claws out.
You mean Commander Rasuna?
Ellipsis.
I'm going back to loading the supplies, sir.
Please.
Lol? Is that why she's so happy with an ellipsis? And he's happy with an ellipsis as well.
Do you see what I have to go through? That's why I'm glad to see you, Natalie.
So I can correct you as well.
Here, let me take your luggage.
Are you sure?
Let's drop these bags off and take a tour of the ship. It's small, but our work is cut out for us. I'd let him. Saul let Zuri carry all of her luggage without even offering a single shred of help. Zuri can roundhouse kick me through a wall. She didn't need the help. Or Kylie.
Oh, now the Mountain Dew's coming back on me.
Ellipsis. You packed light as usual.
As always. As usual made more sense. Uniforms and basic healthcare items. I packed just like the deployment list recommended.
Most people don't listen to that. They seem to think we have plenty of space on the ship for things like dumbbells and personal effects.
Pretty sure that should have been effects, not affects. I'll have to look that up. I was told the list was the official record.
You were told right. The force is growing so slack. Take Kylie, for instance.
Meep.
I don't think we could have had a better quartermaster. She's a wizard with our equipment. Nothing ever stays broken. If you need something, it is stocked on the next supply run. But you saw how she treats her superior officers. She seems to think regulations and professional behavior don't matter if you just do it well. We have those regulations for a reason.
We deal with life and death situations. You have to be able to know exactly what the person next to you is going to do.
Exactly. You wouldn't believe how grateful I am to have someone here who understands that. Rasuna just doesn't understand that being good and being a team just doesn't cut it.
Well, I'm here now. We'll start bringing this ship up to code.
Damn right.
So, you really didn't help poor Kylie with her bags?
It was okay. I managed.
Well, we can help make it up to you by helping finish loading up equipment. I think that's the first thing we can bring up to code.
Ellipsis. Only for you, Natalie. I'll help. Kylie never asks for help when she needs it.
Let's show her the power of a trio of majors. Major à trois?
I'm starting to believe that the gods may have blessed us with your presence here. If I can still move after this, I'll consider agreeing.
Thanks, Saul.
I'm only helping because Kylie is our quartermaster. I wouldn't waste my time if some of those boxes didn't contain steaks from back home on Quinn. But then here we are going back to the tour. No further delays, please.
Deal.
Welcome to the bridge. It isn't much, but it beats sticking. It beats being stuck in that tiny Corvette cockpit.
You flew fighters?
2 years on the front line with the KSS Xeon.
Sounds exciting.
Not when you get caught up in a major conspiracy. Please tell me you aren't planning to overthrow the board of directors while you're working here. My career can't handle another one.
Whoa, what?
On second thought, don't ask. Brings up too many bad memories.
Speaking of bad memories, where's your ball and chain? I thought both you and Lena were going to be fighter pilots together.
Don't ask.
Was it that bad?
Ask me when I've had a few drinks.
You don't drink.
So don't ask me again, please.
Sorry.
Bad memories, Nat. I never thought befriending mutts could ruin my life in so many ways.
Non-humans ruined your relationship?
A mutt.
Rasuna. I don't know what sex Rasuna is.
Major Hackett?
No, that's not right.
We were talking about a pet friend of mine had. A friend of mine had. It turned out to be a rabid dog.
Okay, that's a chick. Oh, I can't do anything.
Then use the term dog. Remember what I said if I heard you disparaging your fellow servicemen again?
No, see, it's still too southern.
I'm going for a Jersey accent. Then use the term dog. Remember what I said if I heard you disparage your fellow servicemen again?
That's a terrible accent.
I do, ma'am.
God, I can't switch back and forth. Jersey accent, Jersey accent. Oh, I can't do it. And what was that?
Immediate discharge, ma'am.
That is correct, Major Pachil. You would do well to note Major Hackett's lesson. We are a team here on the Nimros. We work as a single unit. I will not tolerate those who cannot act as a team on my ship. That is the one guiding principle that I must make clear. Yes, ma'am. My last experience with a Ceto was not a pleasant one. I hope not to repeat it. I bite my lip. Great. She's one of those commanders who have had a bad experience with our organization in the past. Sure, some of us may be a little cutthroat and determined, but we get results. Stories I've heard from my instructor were brutal. Selling out your command for success was common, not an exception. I didn't believe in that mentality. There are limits to how far you can go before you become the monster you were fighting to destroy. Never will I sink that low. You have nothing to fear from me, Commander.
Earn my trust, Major Basile.
I want to give it to you, but I need to prove yourself. I will. Damn it. Completely forgot to report in. Ma'am, Major Pachil reporting in. I'm the Special Investigations and Tactics Officer assigned to the KSS Nimros. Welcome to my ship, Major. That is so not the right voice. I'm terrible at women's voices.
She is one of the best tactical officers in the force, ma'am.
I've read the training report. Top of your class, correct? Yes, ma'am. How many failed out in your class? Huh? Around 40%. And the average is 20? Why do you think that happened? Lack of dedication. They were not cut out for the service. What did you do to help them pass? Everything you could, am I right? We fight and die as a team on this ship, Major. Earn my trust. Yes, Commander. At 10:05, we will be holding an all-call for the ship. You will brief our mission to the entire crew. Until that time, you are off duty. Major Hackett will be your guide. Mix up the voices. Thank you. You have her quarters decided, Major Hackett?
Yes, I was going to put her in the empty room.
Incorrect. She'll be rooming with Captain Moonfell.
And what will she be doing with the empty room?
Our ship doctor says he is tired of sleeping in the med ward and laid claim to it.
That's slimy.
Yes, ma'am. That's all. Dismissed.
Let's get out of here quickly before she thinks of something else.
Wait, I have questions to ask.
All right.
Whoa! Okay, so scroll up and down. I have questions to ask. All right. Okay, I see. Certainly. What were you curious about? Ooh, get choices! Yay, choices! Oh, okay, how's the comlink on the ship for gaming? Please tell me a little more about the ship. You know what? We're gonna be flighty. How's the comlink on the ship for gaming? Because playing games like I'm doing right now is a great way to pass time when you're out in the middle of nowhere doing nothing, apparently. Is the comlink speed strong enough for multiplayer gaming? Excuse me. I'm tired of playing single-player games all by myself. There have been some amazing games released in the last few years that I want to play. I forgot you were a gamer. How could you forget? Even in the academy I played games when I had a rare free moment, remember? I do remember. I was just hoping that maybe you'd grown up after being taken away from them. I don't mock your hobbies. Please don't mock mine. My apologies. Nothing better than the occasional stress relief that comes from playing a fun adventure with friends in the lands of swords and shields. Sol just never understood. Though I agree with Major Hackett that your energies would be better used elsewhere, I understand the need for entertainment after duty. Regrettably, our transmitter is limited. All non-essential communication, including personal data transmissions, are limited. Meaning I won't be able to play any multiplayer games. Correct. You can still play single-player games. I beat all the ones I want to play. You can still play them with me. Whoa. I want to challenge. Cold. Oh, okay. What if I use the investigation link for gaming in my off time? I'm liking this. I could learn more about the ship, but fuck that. That's just a whole bunch of stupid. I need a dedicated link for my investigation work. What if I just use that link in my spare time? You need a dedicated link? Yes. Didn't you receive my request list? And you need it for playing games in your free time? Crud. Should have phrased that original question better. Think next time before you speak, Natalie. What I meant to say was that I understood what you meant to say. While I'm sure you were not meaning to imply that you would use government resources for personal use, it wouldn't be possible anyway. Why not? If I already have the link, what's wrong with me continuing to use it? As I've already stated, we only have one device for transmitting and receiving off-board communications. Anytime you're using it for your work, we cannot use it for other purposes. If anything, your work is the reason why you couldn't use it. We will have to use it for communications during those times you are not working. Oh, I understand. I remember having this same exact conversation with Kika and her navigational equipment. Kika? Lieutenant Kika Starr, our navigator. Her father is some bigwig politician. Can't place the name. Well, it turns out she's a hardcore closet gamer. Every time we catch her playing on shift, she always denies it and names the other, Lupide. I'll have to talk with her to see if she knows any good ways to link out. Good luck with that. She'll probably put you into indentured servitude for the answer. Wow, I made this guy way too southern. He's coming off so racist sounding. Indentured servitude. Oh yeah. Okay. What? Never mind. Let's just keep pushing. Are you absolutely... Really? There's no way at all? I think we all just aren't utilizing the transmitter to its full capacity. I'm really pushing my luck here, aren't I? I would hazard a guess and say yes. This ship is not your personal resort. We have a mission to do here, and we expect you to give it your all. Without a doubt, man. Then look at it this way. The faster we accomplish our mission, the faster you get back to civilized space and your games. Guess that is as good a motivation as any. Hope my sealed orders aren't too complex. I want a promotion that leads me to a ship where we have the technology to play a game now and then. Till then, I'll just have to make do. I copy, man. I'll give it my all. Good to hear. I hate to cut the question and answer session short, but we must continue the tour. You don't want to start your first day tomorrow with no sleep, right? feel the first traces of exhaustion beginning to set in. This is the first time I've had to do anything remotely like work in years. It feels wonderful, though tiring. Maybe having me mumble through the briefing tomorrow might make it a little more interesting.
No doubt. By your leave, man.
Rest well, Major Persil. We expect much from you. Dismissed.
Let's go drop off your medical records with the perv and grab a bite to eat.
That sounds delightful. I'm famished.
If Kyler finished stocking everything, we might be able to make a decent meal from the synthesizer.
No cook?
No cook. We have some limited cooking facilities, but alas, no cook. I don't think I'd want to eat any more dog food anyway.
Lupide food.
Same thing. Trust me, Wolfert can't cook well. You could try eating it, but you'd rather have the synth stuff.
Because she's a lupide, or because she can't cook?
Can it be both? I'm not saying all food the mutants cook is bad, but lupide stuff is just bland and mushy. Try it if you want, you'll see. I can make a decent meal, though. I'll make you something nice sometime.
I'll have to compare them.
Then we'll have to have a contest to prove it. Not tonight.
Promise?
I promise. Let's get going.
The clang of metal instead of the mush of dirt is welcoming. Never again will I have to check my hair for spiders after a radar array check. Everything is so clean, so shiny. I did it! Early I'm back to real Space Force again. Free to save the universe once more.
Happy?
Does it show?
A little bit.
I can't help it. I'm excited, Saul. My first real post, my first real mission. Finally off that mud ball.
What is our first mission?
I haven't checked. My orders were just to report here and then receive my follow-on orders after the secured network.
Sounds like they're trying to make it difficult for your first briefing.
You're telling me.
Whoa, backed up too much, eh? You're telling me. I have faith in you. Show them how you give a proper intelligence briefing.
Thanks, Saul.
I know I can't see the orders, but let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Glad he reminded me before I asked for his help. Cyto orders are restricted to Cyto eyes only. My first briefing can only be written by me. That is the unfortunate truth of my profession. No matter how much I wish I could depend on Saul, on my crew, I'm not a part of it. I'm just an attached member. The thought is sobering, bleeding the joy out of my mood. It's lonely at the top. Does my lab have a secure line? I'd rather not have to deal with couriers.
Only the finest for you.
Doesn't seem like the ship has a lot of finer things.
It doesn't, but you learn to make do with the things you are given. I'm sure you'll find ways to adapt quickly.
Of course. This ship is a stepping stone. I must keep telling myself that. We stop in front of the door in the aft section of the ship. Saul doesn't seem too pleased to be here, so I assume we have found the Aux lab. Saul knocks against the door 3 times without a single response. Finally, he resorts to loud bangs before we get a response. Stan. Okay, Stan's definitely a dude.
Whoever it is, you know the hours. Doc is not in. A ship's doctor is available at all hours of the day. Not according to your beloved regulations. Come back tomorrow, but make sure you book an appointment first. I'm sorry, Natalie, but I'm going to have to resort to some desperate measures.
Why are you apologizing? What are you planning?
I wouldn't bother you, Colonel, but our new Cyto just arrived and she really needs to turn in her medical records to you. She was very insistent to meet with you right away. She? Well, give me a moment. I might be able to break regulations just this once. Just this once, my butt.
From behind the sliding door, I can hear a mild commotion as whoever this colonel is prepares for our visit. You're pretty disrespectful to a superior officer.
The thing is not my superior in any way.
The door slides open and a dashing Afric with sharp eyes and dull purple hair that falls to his shoulders steps out. He looks over me with a kind, warm smile. Nothing like the predator I was expecting from Saul's descriptions. He looks like a demon of yore, but his demeanor doesn't feel satanic. Still, there is something odd radiating from him. Power and confidence, yes, but something feels off. Deep in my gut, a small sliver of ice is forming.
My, our humble ship has been blessed with a radiant beauty. My name is Stan Nelson, ship doctor.
Why I'm getting the voices mixed up again. I don't remember the voice he had. What voice should he have?
My, our humble ship has been blessed with a radiant beauty. My name is Stan Nelson, ship doctor.
Everybody's Southern. Natalie Puccio, it's a pleasure to meet you. Peace out, whatever.
No, my dear, the pleasure is all mine.
Should we go a little deeper for that? I was told that I would need to drop off my medical records because of some privacy act.
That's correct. Small and beautiful, we are blessed this day. Why don't you come in? I also double as the resident counselor and would love a chance to get to know you. I don't think so. If she needs to confide in someone, she has friends. An understanding perspective is oft needed to truly cope. In the depths of space, my skills will guide, and now we're Clinton, will guide any potential lost souls to salvation.
I think we'll go with that.
Oh, okay. Into your bed is more like it. My actions are bound by my Hippocratic oath. What about yours? What do you mean? I am a doctor, and I have an oath to never get involved with my patients. They can feel safe with me. Do you have any such restraint? Other than being a trusted friend who wants to protect her from a pervert? You malign me, Major.
You both know I'm standing right here and understand this conversation, right?
Natalie!
I think I can handle myself. There's my medical records, Doctor. I look forward to working with you on the strictly professional basis you mentioned.
Precisely, my lovely Major, precisely. If you ever need any help or someone to talk without repercussion, I'm always here.
Thank you.
Natalie, wait!
I'm not slowing down. I know Saul means well, but it isn't like I need some guardian angel protecting me from all the bad non-humans. That icy feeling in my gut is warning me to be careful around Stan. Even though he's handsome and charming, I'm not a thing they can use in their pursuits. I am the Cyto in charge of this mission, and everyone, including Saul, will respect that.
I'm sorry,
My anger slowly fades out as I slow my pace. Even if I had some idea where I was going on this ship, I think Saul got the point.
You what? You can take care of yourself, I know. I just don't want to risk losing another friend to a corrupt beast.
Learning some of that teamwork stuff the Vice Commander was talking about?
Perhaps.
Then trust me, I wasn't like I was going to go inside alone for a special examination in the nude.
He made that offer to Zuri.
And why is he not being brought up on charges of misconduct?
Because she is too dense to realize that his medical reasoning was flawed and perverse. But I know you were not. I'm sorry, I should have trusted you to not fall for his traps. To make up for it, why don't I take you to dinner?
You mean the synthetic stuff out of the machines?
Once again, you proved that you could see through a ruse. Well, that suffices for tonight. I promise a better meal down the space lane.
Space lane instead of road. Ha! I get it. I'm gonna hold you to that, Saul. Saul leads me to the ship's lounge and cafeteria. I'm not expecting much from it. Synth food is synth food, but anything to soothe my gurgling belly is welcome.
Welcome to the ship's lounge. It's all ranks, synths. Watch out!
In front of me, all I can see is a black boot whiz past the front of my face. It passes so close and so fast I can feel the wind rushing across my hair. With mighty tug, Saul grabs the back of my uniform and yanks me back. He pulls so hard that I stumble and almost slam against the wall of the hallway. A mere millisecond later, a large green tail slices through the air where my head used to be. Before I can react and determine what just about took my head from my shoulders, Saul storms forward.
Damn it, Zuri. How many times have Commander Rasuna and I ordered you not to practice your fighting garbage in the lounge?
Wow, Saul, you've got pretty good reflexes.
I've had to develop them because of you. Answer the question.
I don't know, a couple?
27 times!
Don't you have anything better to do than remember random numbers like that?
Oh, I'm not doing good on this voice either. What should I do?
I wouldn't have to if you stopped trying to kill people.
Oh, hey, who's she?
The superior officer you about murdered for committing the horrible crime of just entering the room.
Huh? Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm Zuri. Who are you?
Now that she's settling down, I can get a better look at the woman with such amazing speed. She's what are they called again?
Do you have any remembrance of the academy? What is the proper procedure for introducing yourself to someone who outranks you?
Come on. She's not in my chain of command. We don't have to be quite so uptight, right?
Is Zuri a dude or a chick? I'm assuming chick. Long ears and green hair would tell me that she is an elf, but elves don't have wings. Possibly she could be an Afric like Stan, but Africs don't have shiny, scaly tails. Okay, so it's a she.
Wrong. I don't care if we are crew dogs or not. We maintain the chain of command and respect during all phases of operations.
But I'm off duty right now.
What does that have to do with anything, Lieutenant?
I think I remember reading about them in a news bit. If I recall the story correctly, they come from some shady planet, or sandy planet, in the far northern reaches of the Ryulian Republic.
We're just normal people off duty. We're all the same.
Regulations don't go away just because you aren't on duty. Besides, Lieutenant, when we launch from port, we are technically always on duty.
I don't mean to interrupt, but what are you?
Huh?
Annoying and disrespectful.
She meant me.
Ellipsis. Sorry, that came out wrong. I've never met any one of your species before, and I can't remember what you were called.
Oh, they're called Dreamers. They originate from the planet Onathon.
Onathon? That's Northern Ryul, right?
Ralton. Our lieutenant and her ilk are loyalists to the Empire.
She's right. My home is located just north of the capital world. I even once got to visit the city of Emerald Winds there.
An exasperated sigh from Saul tells me that I didn't conceal my interest very well. Still, you don't meet too many people who have heard the melodies of the Emerald Winds. How did you gain entry? Only the loot players themselves ever were permitted entry into their halls.
My clan elder nominated me as a loot player one year. Every year the clan sends someone there to resonate with the Emerald Crystal and perform the Ballad of the Distant Dreams.
You performed the Ballad of the Distant Dreams?
Great. We're not getting out of here now, are we?
Saul must have never have heard the heart-touching Ballad of the Distant Dreams. Even though I've never heard it in person, the soft melody plays in the happiest places of my memories. It's a soft song of hope and loss, of what once was and what shall be. No matter what Saul thinks of the player, if he could hear the song, he could be swayed by it too. I guess that's humming the song.
That's it. Wow, you really do know it.
Of course I do. It's so beautiful.
I love it, but I kind of suck as a lute player, and I can't beat my wings to the right rhythm for the ballad.
Oh.
Big surprise.
But a warrior has to be both a master of the sword and of culture, so I practice it anyway. The elders stressed it a lot to me during my training. But a real warrior doesn't bother with such weaknesses.
Did they also stress respecting your elders?
Not really.
Big surprise.
Are you saying I should be calling you Grandpa?
I would eat my heart out with nothing more than a toothpick than claim any family relationship with you.
This guy is really racist. Yeah. Speaking of food, why don't we go get some and get to know each other a little better?
That would be awesome. Alphonse, Kylie, and I were just about to sit down and have dinner.
On second thought, I'm not that hungry.
Come on, Grandpa. How am I supposed to find my way to my quarters afterward without a guide?
She's with Moonfallow. Take her there afterwards, Zuri.
Hey, Saul, don't go, please. I want to hang out and catch up, but I also want to get to understand everyone better. Ellipses.
I solemnly swear that I won't accidentally knock you again, Major Hackett.
Fine. Try to keep it reined in, all of you. I don't want to have to clean up the lounge again because someone managed to prove that you can stick spaghetti to the ceiling.
I still think you did something to your noodles.
It's a cooking technique, lizard brain.
When the noodle gets close to being ready and the starch gets sticky, you're able to test it by seeing if it will stick to the wall.
And if it doesn't, is it ready?
Precisely.
That makes sense. Why couldn't you have just said that instead of insulting me, Saul?
It's Major Hackett, and I was just stating obvious facts. You are a lizard. You have a brain, do you not?
I'm not some desert lizard. I'm going to report you to the commander again. By the time y'all stop fighting, the food's going to get cold again. The goop is even nastier when it's cold. If I say I forgive you, could we just drop it?
Sorry. You nearly knocked out Natalie and insulted me. But I let it slide this one time. You just hurry up and eat. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Come, there's plenty to go around.
Okay, we're gonna have to stop here. Yay, quick save. Alright, so that's about the first 40 minutes of Rising Angels Reborn. If you are watching this, I hope you enjoyed it. I worked on the voices. I tried to get that all done well, but the voices got confusing. Either way, I think we'll try to pick it up again. Maybe I'll get the other people from my podcast group, Nerd Shots, and we'll maybe get some other people in on it so I don't have to do every voice and forget which voice I'm doing. In the meantime, I will say keep it nerdy.